See, there is that beautiful thing that Saint Francis wrote. See, he doesn't say, "Oh God, give me your presence, let me have, and save me from all those things and cure me from all." He doesn't say that. Make me an instrument of that peace. When you become the instrument of God, what else can I save you? Right? Yeah. So I always my prayers are to God. Don't to cure me from this or that. I don't say. Uh, Make me your vehicle. Your vehicle. So he doesn't. He dare not put the vehicle down. Then he cannot go anywhere. Yeah. He or she, whatever it is. But he can go anywhere. What is this world? According to you all, scientists, and you have learned science and what else? Huh? Religion, science, and all those things you have learned. So what is this world? What is this world? In your opinion or in your knowledge, in your experience, what is this world? Yeah. Can you give an answer from what is this? What is this world? Yeah? What? That is the modern idea. You don't learn anything. Have you learned anything from this world? Tell me. Tell me not in mournful numbers. You say you fall in love. I don't like that expression. I fall in love. You rise in love. Why do you fall? Tell. That is Shelley who wrote it. Shelley. Percy Bushi Shelley.
Did he rise in love?
He fell in love. He fell in. That's what happened to him. He fell in love, yeah. What is this world? Let us see what thoughts you get about this world. You have lived here for a number of years, right? 40, 50, 60, I am only 86 years I lived in this world. But I know what it is. You don't know what it is. Huh? Right? So you all live in the halfway house. Whatever you got, money and it doesn't matter. You live in halfway house. Yeah. See, there is a Sanskrit expression in that. What is this word? Karma dharma sanyoga. That means what? Karma means action. Dharma means order. Okay? So, you act not according to the order, not according to dharma. That's the problem with the world. Dharma means dhru dharati, that which holds you. Holds you up and not allow you down, fall down. So that's why you don't fall in love. You rise in love. It holds you up. Dharma is. That's what dharma means, it's nothing else. And son, this world is a sanyoga. That means it's a combination of karma and dharma. Karma is action, dharma is order. Right? Yeah. So it's a combination of that. And do we follow that? Tell me. We don't. From the childhood, you are spoiled by your parents. They dote on you and all those things. You are alone one or two. Then in the adulthood, what happens when you grow up? They love you or hate you. Whatever it is love and hate. So children will get love and hate, nothing else. Right? And then what happens? You become very bitter. If you don't have real love, so you become very bitter. And that bitterness continues to some extent in your adult life. Bitterness. If you are bitter. If you are happy, that also continues. Okay. That spoils you also. Here it is one bitterness and there is spoiling. So you are not straightforward in any way, either spoiled or become bitter. Right? Yeah. So, this is a common sense thing, okay? Not any, I don't have a great sense about this, but it's common sense. I think I got some common sense, and that is intractable. Intractable, right? Yeah. So, this is the word. It is a combination of dharma and karma, nothing else. And we may give a lot of explanations. We give that. This, so many things you can do. This establish a great monument, right? And that was hit by lightning. Now all the bricks or whatever it is, they are falling down from there. And bad thing in the world is love affair. We call it love affair. We don't love anything else but affair. The whole world is a karma dharma sanyoga. Actually, if you see, go deeper, it is a karma and dharma. Okay, action and order. And what kind of order it is, that will not allow you to fall from that standard, that height. Right? Even better than Washington Monument, Yeah. Now they have put a big statue of who? King, Martin Luther King. And already it is crumbling. Yeah. See. Then they will patchwork, they do. That's a different thing. So what we do is, in this karma dharma sanyoga, it's a kind of combination. There is no word. Sanyoga is a very beautiful word in Sanskrit, but there is no word in English for that. So it's a combination. It is not a combination also. So these two, karma and dharma, are the main principles that guide you in life and govern your actions and enhance your capacity and strengthen your belief or faith. They all do that. This karma dharma, that's why it's called karma dharma. So in the long run, what happened, we have come a long way from birth to whatever age we are. We have come a long way. And we have forgotten our age also. Sometimes it's hard you have to find a school certificate for, when I was born and all those things. Schooling certificate. So, we forget all those things. Birth and death. Death we have not experienced in this life. We have experienced many times. But birth we have experienced. A lot of people tell you a lot of things, your uncle and grandfather. Grandpa will tell you a lot of stories. Yeah. He make you sit there and listen a lot of stories. So there is meaning in those stories. He doesn't actually manufacture the stories, but it tells what he has learned from his childhood. So it's a continuity of learning from childhood to old age, from old age to death, from death to rebirth. It's a great cycle, you must know that. So you never think that you are dead anytime or born anytime. In the middle, we have the problem, And the adventure becomes sometimes an advanced remedy for the ills, or it may become a wrong remedy for the good. So all those things are there in the world. So now what we have all come from a family. We are all born, we think. Not whether you are born or not, you don't know. We think we are born. Somebody told you that you are born. This was your name and you are born and all those things. So in this, so the life, what you think about life, miseries. There are miseries and good days, bad days, and all those things are there. And some it becomes a long, prolonged misery. To some it becomes intermittent misery and happiness. To some it becomes I don't think so. Very, very rarely it may be a happiness throughout. It is very rare cases. Even the so-called saints and the gods have suffered also. And all the saints of Judaism suffered always. Right? Why they suffered? I will not tell you that today. It's physical. And this problem is caused by the interaction of planetary system in the sky. And the vibration that you could hear from the void. And you are devoid of everything else except this sound and this voice and this void. There is a reverberation in the void. You see, void doesn't have a sound. That's what I learned in science, right? But void has a sound which is very subtle, which you cannot decipher. No instrument can decipher. No scientific instrument, decipher that. It is such a very minute, subtle sound. It is like the movement of a subtle serpent. Right? It sways in the air, but it isn't sound you don't hear. It brushes against the air, sound you don't hear. It dashes against the air, sound you don't hear. It's a silent prayer to the Creator from the innermost shrine that exists in the heart of every human being. So, in the course of time, what happens? You go on studying this, chanting and everything you are doing nowadays. For the last so many years you have been doing. So what it does, it merges all your sound, your prayers, and your song. All those things merge into that void where there is the lot of sound is there. And that sound is created by the mathematically defunct God, what you call. What is this God? You walk further and further you go in a quest. It is not vision quest or anything, It's a quest. Not a quest, the company which supplies us TV and all those things. No, it's not quest. This quest is actually daha, what you call. That means it is the thirst. Right? And you are thirsted beyond that. So, what happens then? The mediocre mind disappears. The void becomes accomplished. The interacting principles between the mind and the molecular atmosphere that has been created by this movement of the void and the content of it that causes creation. This creation is not the creation which you see, but this creation is created by the devotional aspect of life, and this is the real creation that goes to prove your mettle in everything you do and cherish and wish. And this is enough, right? enough for the day. Huh? Difficult to understand? No. Then comes a sound. Huh? I'll tell you the sound. Jan 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 jana jan 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 jana jan jana jan jana jan jana jan 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 jana 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 jan dhi 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 jana jan jana jan jana jan dhi 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 da. When the sound stops, a breeze comes, and that breeze fills the void. In that void, it's a vayu, what you call. That's the air, That void, in that void is born a small boy. Small boy. He was hardly 3 inches. And this boy started growing. Na dha 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 dhimi 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 dha 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 dha. He grows in the void. Grows till he becomes a distinct figure. Okay? Huh? Understand? A distinct figure. And what is this figure? We call it Hanuman. Hanu, 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 Hanuman. Hanu, 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 Hanuman. Okay, now we'll start Hanuman Chalisa, right?